Hari Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The whole is all that. The whole is all this. The whole was born of the whole. Taking the whole from the whole, what remains is the whole. Om, peace, peace, peace. Now, Isavasya Upanishad. Om Isavasya Nidagum Sarvam Jatkinsa Jagatyam Jagatum Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitama Gridakasya Svidhanam. All this, whatsoever moves in this universe and those that move not, is covered, which means inhabited or pervaded, enveloped or clothed by the Lord. That renounced enjoy. Do not covet the wealth of any man. All this, whatsoever moves on the earth, should be covered by the Lord. Here the Rishis instruct us, protect yourself through that detachment. Do not covet anybody's wealth, or do not covet for whose is wealth. Kurvan neveha karmani jijivise satagum samaham evam tvai nanyatetosti na karma lipyate nare. Performing verily works in this world, one should wish to live 100 years. Thus, it is right for thee, and not otherwise than this. Action will not bind that man. By doing karma, indeed, should one wish to live here for 100 years. For a man such as you, who wants to live thus, there is no other way than this, whereby karma may not cling to you. Asurya namate loka andhena tamasa britaha tagungste pritya vigachanti yeke satmahano janaham. Sunless or godless are those worlds covered over with gloomy darkness. Those people who are slayers of their souls go to these worlds after they leave their bodies. Those worlds of devils are covered by blinded darkness. Those people that kill the self go to them after giving up of this body. Now, aneja dekang manaso javiyo naina deva apnuvan purva marsatum tatthavatu hunyan natti titistat tasmin napo matarishva dadhati. It is motionless, one swifter than mind. The devas, here devas means the senses, could not overtake it, which ran before them. Sitting, it goes faster than those who run after it. By it, Matarishwan, the air, the Sutratman, supports the activity of all living beings. It is unmoving, one and faster than the mind. The senses could not overtake it, since it can run ahead. Remaining stationary, it outruns all other runners. It being there, Matarishva alerts or supports all activities. तदेजति तन्नैजति तद्दूरे तद्बन्तिके तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य तदु सर्वस्यास्य बाह्यतः. The Atman moves and it moves not. It is distant and it is near. It is within all this and it is also outside all this. That moves, that doesn't move, that is far off, that is very near, that is inside all and that is outside all. Yastu sarvani bhutarnyatmannyevanupashyati sarva bhutesu chatvanam tato na vijugutsate. He who sees all beings in the self, that is Atman, and the self in all beings, shrinks not from anything thereafter. He who sees all beings in the very self and the self in all beings feels no hatred by that realization. Andham tamah pravishanti ye avidyamupasate tato bhuya ivate tamoya uvidyaya gungrataha. They who worship avidya alone fall into blind darkness, and they who worship vidya alone fall into even greater darkness. Those who worship avidya enter into blinded darkness, but into greater darkness than that enter they who are engaged in vidya. Anyadevahurvidyaya anyadahuravidyaya iti susruma dhiranam ye nastat vichachakshire. One thing it is said is obtained from vidya or knowledge of the deities, and another from avidya, that is ignorance, performance of ritualistic karmas. Thus we have heard from the wise who taught both to us. They say that by vidya a really different result is achieved and by avidya a different result. Thus, have you heard the teaching of those wise men who explained that to us? Vidyam cha jastat vedo bhayagungsah avidyaya mrityung tirtva vidyaya mritamasnute. He who knows at the same time both vidya and avidya overcomes death by avidya and obtains immortality by vidya. He who knows these two, that is vidya and avidya, together attains immortality through vidya by crossing over death through avidya. Andham tamah pravishanti je asambhuti mupasate tato bhuya ivate tamoya shangbhutya gungrataha. They fall into blind darkness who worship the unborn Prakriti. They fall into greater darkness who devote themselves to the Karya Brahman alone. Those who worship the unmanifested enter into blinding darkness, but those who are devoted to the manifest enter into greater darkness. Anyadevahu sambhavad anyadahu rasambhavatam iti susruma dhiranam ye nastat vichachakshire. One thing, it is said, is obtained from the worship of Hiranyagarbha and another from the worship of unborn Prakriti. Thus we have heard from the wise who taught us this. They spoke of different results from the worship of the manifested, and they spoke of different results from the worship of the unmanifested. Thus, we have heard the teaching of those wise men. Shambhuting cha vinasam cha jastat vedo bhayagungsah vinasena mrityum tirtva shambhutya mritamasnute. He who worships the unborn Prakriti and Hiranyagarbha together overcomes death through the worship of Hiranyagarbha and obtains immortality through the worship of unborn Prakriti. He who knows these two, that is, the unmanifested and the distraction, and together attains immortality through the unmanifested by crossing death through distraction. Hiranmayena patrena satyasyapi hitang mukham tattvam pusannapa brunu satya dharmaya drishtaye. The face of truth is covered by a golden vessel. Remove, O sun, the covering for the law of the truth, that I may behold it. The face of the truth, that is Brahman in the solar orb, is concealed with a golden vessel. Do thou, O sun, open it so as to be seen by me, who am by nature truthful, or who am the performer of rightful duties. Posanne karshe yamashurja prajapatya vyuharasvin samuha tejo jatte rupam kalyanatamam tatte pashyami yoshavaso purusah shohamasmin. O Pushan, O sun, the nourisher, the only seer, sole traveller of the heavens, controller of all, Yama, Surya, son of Prajapati, disperse thy rays and gather up thy burning light. I behold thy glorious form. I am he, the Purusha within thee. O thou who art the nourisher, the solitary traveller, the controller, the acquirer, the son of Prajapati, do remove thy rays, do gather up thy dazzle. I shall behold that form of thine which is the most benign. I am that very person that is yonder in the sun. Vayuranilamamratam matedang bhasmantagum sariram Om krato smara krutagum smara krato smara kratagum smara. Let my prana melt into the all-pervading air, the eternal Sutratman, and let this body be burnt by fire to the ashes. Om, O mind, remember my deeds. O mind, remember my deeds. Let my vital force now attain the all-pervading immortal air. And now let this body be reduced to ashes. Om, O my mind, remember all that has been done. Remember all that has been done. Agni naya supatharay asman Viswani deva vayunani vidvan Yujodhyasmanjuhuranaveno bhuistam Te nama ukting vidhema. O Agni, lead us unto wealth, that is bliss, beatitude, by a good path. As thou knowest, O God, all the ways. Remove the crooked sin from within us. We offer thee our best salutations. O fire, O God, knowing as thou doest all our deeds, lead us by the good path for the enjoyment of the fruits of our deeds. Remove us from all crooked sins. We offer thee many words of salutations. Om Pur Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Here the sadhaka requests Agni to take him by a good path, that is the northern route, Uttarayana Devayana Marga, from which there is no return. This is the path of light. Hari Om Tat Sat.